Hello, hello, hello. Wait for you. Oh, jeez. Wait for you. Wait for you. Kirby. I fucking love that.
Yoo-hoo!
You lost your founder's sub badge when Twitch fucked you over? Heck, that's messed up. Hold on, I'll give you an even cooler badge. Because 12th, I am pretty sure you are one of the ones who are one of the longest running subs, so now you get a cooler badge. Enjoy your sick new badge. There ain't no way I've almost been like affiliate for that long. I was just like 83 months. Your money's going to the wrong place, bestie. This is the right place? I don't think so. I don't know about that one. Enter the casino? Alright, maybe you guys should be here. Or I don't know, the casino might be a better investment. Ah, jeez. Subscribe at twitch.tv/Azorakazu for sick emotes. Putting 5 subs on red. Oh, jeez. I want to figure out more like silly stuff with like the Twitch points. I want to get some like game thingy where you guys can like put points and then like and make some more things happen. Because right now I just have a bunch of like sound cues and that's pretty much it for it. And like I want to find more silly stuff to do for that as well. 6-year anniversary in July. Damn. Is that really like how long affiliate's been out? It doesn't feel like it's been that long. To be fair, I do disappear from the face of the planet, like, for a long time. But I am starting to get better. Chat, listen. I say this every time, but we are so back. We are so... For real. Last time was a test. Affiliates has been out for 8.5 to 9 years, I think. Some of my oldest subs are over 10 years. Jesus Christ, dude. I was just a baby streamer back then. I was just a baby. I think I became affiliate like as soon as I went to Anime Expo. Like as soon as I went to Anime Expo, I became affiliate, and I'm like, oh well, crap, I'm gonna be gone for like a week. That was a good time. I miss Anime Expo. 218, I think it was 217. Because I went to AX twice. I went to in 2008-17, and then I went with one of my good friends the next year. You've been consistently a baby since 2010. Your channel growth just don't happen. I think that you are doing awesome, and I think that I honestly, 12, I would like watch your streams and I would like be in my periods where I weren't streaming and I would be like, damn, I really want to stream again. Honestly, a lot of my inspiration to get back into streaming was probably just watching like you and some of my other friends stream again. So give yourself a good pat on the back there, or I'll do it for you times 10. Now, 2018 was the year when I went to Anime Expo. My passport was Lucky Wucky because of my name, and so we got there. Here's the story of how I was made to sit next to an old lady for 6 hours, 6.5 hours, because my passport fucked up. They're like, hey, this messed up. We gotta redo your ticket. And somehow, when they redid my ticket, somebody else booked the original seat that I had, and then I was put in the same plane as my friend, luckily, but just in the far back of it. I had a window seat, which was pretty nice. I downloaded a bunch of anime on my iPad to watch during the entire flight. I was put next to this old lady who kept leaning on me for the entire flight. I shit you not, she just kept leaning on me. And I'm just like, why? Like, why can't you like lean anywhere else but on me? I just want to watch my weeb anime. So that was the big joke between me and my friend. Hope the anime was at least good. I don't remember what I was watching. Naruto. Oh, that was the same year. That was the same year where this I get flagged to do a bag check. And I'm like, you know, that's fine. Like, it happens, right? It happens to the best of us. And what happened was the guy was just like, oh, he was super chill. That's a good thing. He was super chill. And we were just like, oh, like, you know, we're just going to Los Angeles. There's like anime convention. And he's like, oh, dude, I love anime. Like, oh, dude, like Bleach and like, oh, like Fairy Tale. Oh, my personal favorite is Naruto. And I could not laugh. I had to hold in that laugh until I got past the freaking gate. Can I lean on you? I will send you to Jesus. That is exactly how I felt. I have the power of God in it. My size, what I should have said. But that was also a really good one. I was like, that was good. Like, props to that guy. That guy was awesome. He was chill about it too. I'm already sad that the con is over. It doesn't feel like it's been like a week already since it's been over. It was a really fun trip. We just went to a talkathon again, as always. It's like the yearly trip plan. It's a good con. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, we've never had any issues with it before. The only thing that I would like actually complain about is the heat, but like, what can you do, right? That one's less out of control. Another thing that I would quote unquote complain about, because it's not really that big a thing, it's just before they would like mail you the badges, you would have to like stand in the registration line, and that one took like a long time. But I also hear that Anime North is kind of worse for it. You blame me. What the heck did I do? I mean, valid, but what the hell? Actually, I do blame myself for not getting the skip. Those are the only like things about the con that I like would complain about. Just the heat is bad. I feel bad for like the artists who sit down in the artist alley all day. Usually people will, this is how they get you. This is how the vendors get you. They sell those like little hand fans, and it works, because I absolutely got one. But I got one because I bought a bunch of stuff from this one booth, and they're like, oh, you get one free like hand fan for X amount of money spent. So I bought one, and it's a free run, and it's really cute. And it's gonna be like my to-go little hand fan. If someone's like, oh, it's gonna be hot here, I'll be like, no worries, I got a fan. And then I bust out my sick weeb fan, and people are like, ah, you heckin' weeb. And I'm not really one to go to like panels at conventions often at all. Like, I want to go to them, but sometimes there's just not a lot that interests me. But this year, my friends were like, okay, you have to come plus this one panel. And I'm like, okay, so like, what's the panel? So it's called, it has now become my favorite panel every year. It's called WTF Internet. And basically, it's about this guy who every Sunday after the con finishes, he goes online on YouTube, on just TikTok, like Instagram, whatever, and finds the stupidest memes and then just puts them in a hard drive and then just shows them at the convention for like 2 hours. And it's literally the best thing ever. They are jealous. I mean, who wouldn't be jealous of my sick hand fan? I'm just saying. I don't think I've enjoyed like a panel that much like before, because usually it would be like a panel of voice actors, which I go to, which have also been like the most interesting ones, but there haven't been like many this year, so I didn't really like go to any. There was another one where it was just like, oh, like worst con experience or whatever, and that one was all right. You don't think you've gone to a panel before? It like depends. Like, they're not extremely for me. Again, it depends what kind of panel it is. Like, I went to one for a voice actor panel, and that was also one that interested me, but that was like in like 2019. But it depends, honestly. I just spend my entire day walking around the merch expo hall, and I just buy stuff. Like, obviously, if there's like a famous actor, like, or someone else that I recognize, I was like, oh yeah, I'll go get their signings. But that's also a weird system that I'm not sure I like how they handle it at a talkathon. It's just kind of like, yeah, wait in this line for 4 hours, and then, you know, you get to see them, and if not, womp womp. So it's kind of weird. Well, they don't actually say that, but that's what it feels like it is, just because of, like, they're famous actors, right? Like, so this year there was Nico Robin's Japanese voice actress who showed up. I'm scuffing this so hard. So Nico Robin's Japanese voice actress was there, and I'm just like, okay, I can get myself like an hour and get in. So I'm walking around and I'm trying to find somewhere to like buy a print so she can sign it. And then one of the booths I found a print off finally was just like, oh yeah, like my friend had to wait like 3 hours, and I was like, 3 hours? I was just like, what the hell? I was just like, well, I'm not gonna wait like that long. But anyways, like by the time I got to like the line, it was like they had to close it because there was just too many people, and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of sucks. So that was the one like disappointment I had, but I wasn't that like upset about it. I was just like, oh, that sucks. Like, you know, whatever. I'm gonna go spend more money. I had to at one point walk to my friends and be like, hey, can you hold on to my wallet so I don't spend money? And then I just went and spent like the change I had on stuff. Well, I gave myself, okay, that's not true. I never give myself budgets at all. Like never, ever. I'm just like, you know what? I'm spending money and I'm just gonna buy a bunch of this stuff. August is the one time of year where I have to be like, oh, I gotta watch my money because a talkathon, and I like to get myself a birthday present. I get a self B-Day present for myself. This year I bought myself a Steam Deck. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Abso-freaking-lutely I did. It feels really nice. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and something I kind of agree with is that I like how it feels holding it better than I like how the Switch feels. The Switch feels kind of wobbly when I'm holding it, just because of the because like they're actually connected, right? But the Steam Deck is all one thing, and they don't. That's to my knowledge, it's not drifting yet. But I've only had it for like a few weeks. Can I do FF14 on there? It was the first thing I downloaded. And then as soon as I got Steam up and running, it was the first game I downloaded on it. Of course. Oh, that's funny. Of course I downloaded it. You know what was even funnier, chat? I connected my Steam Deck to the Wi-Fi on the train way there, and I literally played 14 on the train. It did not work that great, but it still wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I forget that Steam Link is a thing though. Like that like is really cool. I usually just play on my computer, but there are a lot of times I'm just like, I'm either, you know, not wanting to be at my computer and play games, or like my back kind of been fucky for a long time, so I'm kind of in those really weird postures. Posture check. So like having a Steam Deck has been just kind of nice. And it's kind of weird though. I know there's that one thing on Steam as well. I don't remember what you call it, but it lets you connect to other people's like games when you don't own it. Posture check. I'm not straight when you think sit that way. It's so true, bestie. Remote play. There you go. I don't know why I couldn't even think of the word remote play. It's kind of scuffed. But I tried playing Tales of Symphonia with a friend because I've always like wanted to play it. Yeah, it doesn't work that well, sadly. Only if you switches your hands holding the Joy-Cons. I have another Switch controller, but it's GameCube layout and doesn't lend well to playing Metroid Dread. Most of the games I play on Steam, for some reason, my controller will switch the layout to like something different as well. So I'm usually using PS5 controllers, and then it'll just switch it to like the Xbox game, and I'm like, no, don't do that. The Joy-Cons don't feel very like comfortable either, and like I said, because you're able to slide them out, they're kind of like wobbly when you hold the Switch on its own, and it's kind of it just feels kind of weird. For the longest time, actually, what I used for all of my like controller-based speedruns actually was a third party. There you go. Jesus. Brain.exe has stopped working. But I would use like a third party PS4 controller, I think it was, and it was really, really nice because it had those like buttons on the back of like the controller where like, so instead of having to like press down on the joysticks, which I really hate doing, by the way, I don't like pushing down on the joysticks as a button, but this controller had the two buttons on the back, and I would just hit them with my like middle fingers, and it felt very, very nice. Unfortunately, I did wear that one out, sadly. So now I have just the regular white PS5 controller, and I also have a pink PS5 controller because, you know, we slay here. And I also bought that one like before I bought the PS5 because I needed a new controller. I have, speaking of Joy-Cons again, and them not being good, I have the Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch, and I really like it. I really like how it looks. But my left Joy-Con just doesn't work. Like the left and right button, trigger buttons, like they don't work anymore. and it makes me so sad. I should be able to replace it. I have heard though, if I replace it though, I will just get not the same ones back. I'll just get the regular ones back, and I don't want the regular ones back. I want to keep my special ones. So I'm just keeping them like on display right now. So I bought like the pastel pinkish and green one. Also, chat, I want to do another Zelda randomizer again. I just had that like sudden like urge to do one. OT was a pain, but very much enjoyable. See, I feel like no matter which one I do, it's gonna be a pain. But as long as we like have fun, because that last one was very enjoyable, that I'm pretty sure we'll have a great time. And I was trying to actually look and see if they had any crazy mods for like Luigi's Mansion, and I only found somebody's concept of a randomizer for Luigi's Mansion, but I thought it was so like a cool thing where like a lot of the keys were like randomized, so you had to find like the right key, like each door and stuff like that. Like that sounded like so much fun, but apparently it was only like a concept. Oh my god, wait, here is a convention story. I look to my right and I see this little notepad I got, and it has to do with talkathon thing. It's a little notepad that you get for doing a scavenger hunt. I remember this story because it was a very spicy story and it was very scuff. So every year there's a scavenger hunt and you use your phone to scan a QR code, right? And it gives you a hint to do. And I solved the first one. Me and my friends do it all together, so I solved the first one. And then the second one is the most vague thing we have ever seen for this hint. It was like, look to the sky and look for the whale. We, for like 2-3 days that we were there for the con, we could not find that fucking whale. It was literally nowhere to be found. We're like, what whale? How is there a whale in the sky in the convention? Obviously like a prop or something, we think, right? So like my friends look, I'm pretty sure they asked one of the convention like workers, like, oh, like where's the whale? Like they showed up, they're like, where's the whale? They're like, oh, there is a whale, but I don't know where it is. And finally on the last day, there's 30 minutes left for the con to close. We still haven't found the whale. I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. So I go up to this info booth and I'm just like, okay, so listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't care if we don't get this. Like we're okay not getting this at all. We just want to know where the whale was. And the people like point us to it, and it was in this hallway that we took a wrong left to, and we just never checked down the hall for it again. And it was like this really cool sculpture, actually. I have a picture of it on my phone, but it was a really cool like giant sculpture. And those people were actually really nice because they're like, you guys still have like 20 minutes to do it. Like go for it. And if you need more help, then let us know. So we do it, and then we get all of them. And then it turns out as well that the whale was near the high. And my friend was just like, well, if we just went to the high, we would have found it. And then we got a free pen and a free notebook, like a notepad thing. So if anyone ever looking for a whale, you know where to find it. It's in the most obvious place of them all. Or an equal win. Exactly. That's exactly how we felt. It was that simple all along. And we went back to the people who helped us out, and we went back and they got so excited. They're like, oh, like they give us high fives and everything. They're like, good job. When I first walked up though, they gave me this look, not because I was in cosplay, but because I had already walked up to that booth earlier, and I was like, hey, listen, can I have some band-aids for my blistering feet? And they gave me like a pack of like 5-6 band-aids. And they're just like, oh, well, here they come again for more band-aids. Oh, no band-aids. I just needed information about a whale sculpture that was huge. We were told it was tiny and we couldn't find it. Really? That was friends we made along the way. Ah, jeez.